They said the king was in shock as the virgins confessed what happened to them last night. According to the information, they said when their parents brought them to the palace early in the morning, they said it was very early due to the fact that throughout that night, the previous night, that they did not sleep, including their family members, because they were screaming. They were screaming, saying, look at it, see it here, see it here. That even their siblings could not see anything. Their parents could not see anything. That they were the only people that saw the snake. They said it was a very big snake that they were fighting. Then, at some point, they said their parents started telling them that there is no snake. There is no snake anywhere. That if they are afraid of going to that forest, that they can discontinue, that they are going to talk to the king and to the palace, that their children are no longer interested, because they are afraid. They said that big python frightened them to the point that they screamed all through the night, even till morning, something that made their parents to rush to the palace and complain. They said some of the one of the children, her father was telling the king and the elders there. So they want their daughter to embark on such fearful journey without even explaining to them. Because if this can happen to them just by accepting to go into that forest, they have not even go, and things are like this. What assurance is the king and the whole palace giving them that their children will go there and nothing will happen to them? They will come back alive. They said the parents started making so much trouble out of it, especially those ones that at some point their daughter said she doesn't think she will continue. But information have it that that one that they said she was 14 years old and she is also a priestess, she says she is going to continue. That no matter what comes out of it, that she's going to see to its end. Now, a lot of people are saying that if these are two sisters, maybe people will say they planned it. There was nothing like that. This, that. But the thing is that they came from different families. And when their parents came to the palace, they did not come together. This person came on their own. This other group came on their own. And they were shocked to hear that their children are complaining the same thing. That the two girls were complaining the same thing. They said it was the same thing. At first, they said the king called them. And some people said he called them separately. And they said the same thing. Why would a snake be frightening them? They said it was a serious battle. That if not that they are in good relationship with their gods, that snake might even bite them that night. But because the gods are strongly with them, it was a very big fight between them and the big snake. Now, when the main Ifa priest who chose them and did that ritual for them, that cleansing ritual, remember that day that they were choosing, they said a cleansing ritual was carried out on them before they returned back to their families. They said that particular diviner have gone because he was invited and he will come back maybe either that Thursday that they will have to return back to the palace, or the Saturday that they will go into the forest to do the main ritual. At this point, they said the king was confused on what to do. Then they said he decided to invite some of the diviners and the Ifa priests in the palace to hear what they will say about this. Then, to the king's greatest surprise, they said one of the Ifa priests said the reason that they experienced that is because their how will I put it? Their spirit, their guidance angel, or as in the guardian angel, let me use that word, guardian angel, that is guiding them, did not support their movement to that forest. They said the king was surprised. Why? they said the Ifa priest couldn't explain further. And the king started sensing that this Ifa priest, they said the king did not trust that Ifa priest. Why would her guardian angel fight her with a snake just because she accepted to save the marriage between the king and the queen? Is she going there to do anything bad? Or is it, they said the king, nobody believed that Ifa priest. Then another person came and said something that relates to what the first person said. They said people were surprised. But to the king, he never believed it. He believed that there is more to that. And information have it that Adetutu was not around. Adetutu have gone to another town for something else, because we all know that assuming she is around, some of these things that they are hearing, she will explain it better, because they say she have a very strong gift too when it comes to this spiritual stuff, but she was not around. And at this point, the king no longer trusts someone like Ebony, because Adetutu have exposed Ebony's nyash for them to find out that Ebony have not been telling them the truth. And in this case, if they try to go and ask Ebony, Ebony will say, oh, the gods are not with them. The gods have said that they shouldn't go, knowing fully well that they are going to find it difficult to choose, to find another virgins with dreads in this shortest period of time. So they said the king was worried. The parents were worried too. And you know that the king needs to do something, or to convince the parents that what happens to them is not from the gods, or is not from the palace, that it might be the handwork of an enemy who really don't want them to go there and achieve their aim. And if you ask me, I will say the same thing, that whoever that launched that attack on them is someone who really don't want them to enter that forest and do that ritual, So because things like this, and that's why, and the reason they might have survived this is because of the fact that they still have a pure heart and they are still virgins. The gods fight their battles and all of that. Because you know that people like this, and I believe that someone like this Joel, the reason the gods are fighting for her at all corners is because she entered that marriage as a virgin with a clean heart. So they said the king was shocked. And with what the Ifa priests are saying, the king too was confused. The parents were confused. But I believe that with time, maybe when the main diviner came, they will find out what exactly happened. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as facts unless you verify them. Okay, do well to share this video and give my video a thumbs up. Bye for now. Love you.